Is there a delay? Don't look at the screen.
Okay.
There you go. What are we saying? We've been on the boat for 1 month.
Today is our 1 month move aboard anniversary.
And
yay!
we've done a lot.
We have done a whole lot in a month.
Yeah, to get here.
And we are, where's here?
Where's here?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. We're on the Georgia-Florida border. Super cool old school town. We did some adventures. Got it on video. That'll be on our next video. This is the catch-up video.
Catch up, 1 month in, and we just wanted to share what we've been up to. So that's what we're gonna do today.
Enjoy.
So today's the day.
Today's the day we're leaving.
What are you guys doing today?
We're going to drive to Florida from here in Texas to move aboard the boat full time.
That's right.
Full time.
How long have you guys been planning this?
A year.
For a year?
If not more.
If not more.
It's been a lifelong dream.
It's been a lifelong dream, but it's taken a year to get here. Since we started really planning for it, yeah.
Do you have any emotions that are happening?
All of them.
We're going to leave our beautiful first home.
In the hands of complete strangers on VRBO.
Yeah, so if you want to rent our house, go on VRBO and we'll rent it to you. We'll rent it to anybody, I guess.
So
Captain's Cottage, it's called.
The Captain's Cottage is for rent.
It's really cute because it's nautical.
Yes.
And this house helped to motivate us to keep going towards our dreams. So the nautical theme helped. Hopefully it's inspirational to other people too.
That's it.
That's it. Let's go.
22 hours. First we're crossing to the Berry Islands. Same thing, just a little speedier.
Away they go.
And away we went. And in case you're wondering, yes, we did bring Kirby Cat with us along for the ride. After 2 long days of driving, we arrived to the boat and there was a really cool welcome gift from my cousin and a lot of unpacking for us to do. So before we moved onto the boat, we spent the month of April in the Bahamas, and one night there was a really bad storm that came through when we were docked, and we had these sunshades that were attached to the metal archway there that you can see. And during the storm, the grommets from the sunshade came up and completely smashed our solar panels. So that was one of the big major purchases that we've had to make since moving on board, was getting all new solar panels. But the silver lining here is that these solar panels are much lighter and they provide more power, so end up working out. So this is just a shot of James and Johan, which is somebody that we hired to come help us install the new solar panels. It's a pretty humid day. So we made sure to balance all that hard work with some fun, and this is my cousin Justin. We took he and his friends out on the boat one day in Miami. It was a beautiful day. We had a ton of fun, and we even branded the boat that day. Hashtag life at 8 knots. You might be wondering how Kirby is adjusting to all of this change. Well, the first day of sailing, he hid behind the microwave and we couldn't find him. He was a lost cat on Lost Cat. But he's come around. He even comes out to the cockpit, which is about the furthest he'll go. And he likes to hang out feel the cool breeze while we sail. It's been a lot of fun having him on board.
There we go, we're up early.
Wow.
The rocket launch. Hey, look at that.
That's awesome.
Good morning from Cape Canaveral, Kennedy Space Center. We saw the launch this morning. See what we got.
I hope it's not a barracuda.
While we're motoring up north, just past Cape Canaveral, I decided let's try out the new fishing gear. And we got lucky, caught a fish. Got a new Penn Squall 60 with 40-pound test. And we were trolling a blue and white skirt. And we were able to catch a nice kingfish. I have to get him on the boat.
Okay, what can I do to help other than...
Oh!
Wow!
Smash mackerel.
Woo! Mackerel for dinner!
Holy mackerel.
That is awesome!
There we go. Oh, look how angry he
Holy
is.
cow. Okay, what do I do now?
Nothing.
Okay. Woo! Oh my god! Oh, look how
There
pretty he is! Wow! Captain got his first fish. Well, with me.
You just mentioned the rod.
I just mentioned the rod and I was looking at it and all of a sudden... Wow, that's awesome!
I'm not really ready to do anything.
Well, we've got this cooler over here. We could
Look at his mean face.
put him in. Kirby, we caught a fish.
Honey, he's so angry. That's a good looking fish. Look at his teeth.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Nice. Woo. Ah! Slay the beast. Where'd you get that knife?
Bobby Daniels.
Bobby Daniels.
Time to get it dirty. Kingfish, while technically in the mackerel family, very similar to a tuna with a large bloodline and ribs down the center. You can stake them out. It's got pretty soft flesh. I decided just to fillet it all the way through and then remove the meat from the skin in 4 large fillets. Super nice fillet knife that our buddy Bobby gave me. Made the job pretty easy and painless. Like I said, we just filleted up both sides right there on the port sugar scoop. Anchored up in Port Orange in the Ponce Inlet. Had a couple people come by on their dinghies. Wanted the story. Said it's pretty easy. Stuck a line in the water and it ate it. And now we get to eat it. So kingfish is pretty good smoked. That's what a lot of people make fish dip out of. But as I said, I'm going to grill it up. It's pretty soft when raw, but it firms up really nice. So I marinated in orange juice, key lime juice. It's like a chipotle powder and garlic powder. It turned out really nice. We froze half the fish and I cooked up the other half that day for dinner. It was mighty tasty. Little no shirt grilling with the captain. We had some frozen squash, so I put that in the grill and we grilled the fish up. Turned out really good. Used some herbs from the garden. We got some green onions for the fish, and I put a little bit of basil, fresh basil, on the squash. Like I said, turned out really nice. So we ended up spending a few days there in Port Orange. Came in the Ponce Inlet, headed north, and anchored up in front of Piddler Island. There's a couple of restaurants on shore, but basically had the place to ourselves. Cuban rafts, honey. Here we go, Catamaran. So what'd you find out?
I found out that between 1966 and 1995, Cubans would flee Cuba, and if they made it to the United States, they were able to become citizens after 1 year of placing feet. And a lot of times the boats would come and find them, so they didn't actually have to make it all the way, which is why these were such rudimentary boats, is that they were really planning on getting out to sea into international waters, and then some other more substantial boat coming to get them and then bringing them to the US. And then in 1996, the United States government implemented a wet foot, dry foot bill, which basically means that if the Cubans were caught by the Coast Guard in international waters, they were turned back to Cuba and they were not brought to the United States. And then Barack Obama abolished that in 2017, which probably explains why there's so many statues of Barack Obama around Cuba.
Like when we were there. Political refugees for Cuba.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So this is my job. One of my primary jobs is to secure the mooring ball whenever we come into new marina. So here we are in Saint Augustine, and we're mooring up at the Bridge of Lions, which was a really great spot. So here I am, we've got the mooring ball. James comes in, of course, to help out. We high five, and as soon as I walk away, he goes to make sure that the line that I tied is correct. We spent a full week in Saint Augustine. It was a really cool city. It's one of the oldest cities in the United States. This is Casa Vino. We went there on our first outing out and stopped and had a midday snack. We also checked out the Lightner Museum, which had some amazing statues and artifacts and just art from all over the world. It was really beautiful. We also went on a ghost tour, which was a little cheesy, but a lot of fun. It was just a beautiful city. We had a beautiful time, and we actually saw some friends while we were there. We didn't capture any of that on video because, well, we were just too busy having fun. But Rachel, Jean, Alex, it was awesome to see you guys. Well, we got some weather heading into Georgia.
I don't think the heavy stuff's coming down for quite a while.
This is the light stuff?
We could play another 9 holes.
Caddyshack. Well, you know what they say. Smooth sailing never made for a skillful sailor. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to follow along.